It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. And we're gonna do a small forward tier list. I went over a lot of cards for y'all. I had to clear, remove the background, do the image, stuff of that nature for this video. Like, I'll show my list right here of all the cards I had to try out. To make this thing possible for y'all. Y'all can see the list. I had to try a lot of small forwards to make this list happen. So make sure you drop that like button. This was not easy removing the background, so that's all I appreciate. Because, man, if y'all don't hit the like or you don't really care about this video, then I'm not going to do these no more. Because this took a long time, so that's all I ask. Because I'm helping y'all find some. I found some hidden gems in there, and even for God Squads, this video is for anybody. You're a budget player, a good player. I go over so many cards. Now, if you watch this video, I didn't mention a card that either did not have a card in the game whatsoever. There was no way of me testing them, or I forgot about them. I mean, I went through so many. Look at the list of players I did not know I had to go through. But yeah, I found a lot of good hidden gems. I took some notes in the background about like who I think is the best, but I want to just go over that real quick to y'all so y'all will know. So yeah, we're gonna go over all of them. Obviously, we're not going over hidden gems because, well, they are no way to buy them anyway, so I don't know why you would care. I feel like they would have to be a separate tier list. In all actuality, it makes like no sense to even include them. Okay, so but yeah, we're gonna get into it. So first up, we're getting Jack Marin. Okay, I'm putting Jack Marin in A tier. Like, I can't say he's S tier. I cannot fundamentally say Jack Marin's S tier just because his release is good enough. I don't think he's all that crazy, really. Just to me, I just don't see. Like, I think, oh my god, let me fix it real quick. I don't know where I just went. Okay, I don't know where I just went. Oh my god. My apology, man. That was just so bad. But I'm going with A tier for Jack Marin. Cindy Wicks, I tried him out when I tried him out a little bit. I have to go see, he can drive, he can do that, but he can't shoot the ball. I'd rather have some Ruby cards over him just because they can pull up the free and be reliable. Like, Wicks is not bad. It's just that release is just not gonna cut it. And I just simply put, just not going to cut it. Miles Bridges, I probably will go D tier for Miles Bridges as a offline card. Like, certain places I put him at is offline. I think Miles Bridges still can bang a couple shots. He don't come with that many badges, but for what he is, he's not a bad card for as an Emerald card. So yeah, I think he's all right. Della, I didn't like him at all, I'm being honest. Like, he had some all right movement. But overall, it just wasn't good to me. I didn't think he particularly was all that great of a card to begin with, and I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it in his card. Like, he was just very mid, and that's not gonna cut it with barely any badges. With barely any badges, not gonna cut it. Billy Thompson, he actually has a good jump shot. Like, for a gold card, I have to still put him in F tier, but for a gold card, you offline, his jumper money. Now, I'm going to check the free pointer in the background because I might not know what the free pointer is. Because he did have a money jump shot, but I don't know if he has a free pointer because I don't remember. It's hard for me to remember the top of my head. Of 75, yeah, he can bang freeze. He's a good offline card. I'll put him in D tier. He's a good offline card. I don't mind him as offline. Online, I mean, he's not going to be bad offline, so I don't mind him as a card. Next up, we got Korolenko, and you have to go S tier for Korolenko. He has like an immaculate release. Like, you just have to go S tier on Korolenko. Just overall, just really good, talent, elite card. You have to go S tier. Next up, we got Paul George, another S tier. Paul George is amazing, and he has a great. Okay, so my PC ran out of space. We're back, but Paul George, an absolute beast. If you have that card, you a big baller because he is so good. Corliss Williams up next. I have to go C tier, and I actually like this card. Like, I tried his jumper out. It was elite. Like, if you have like, he's gonna bank. His jumper's fire. But my thing that holds me up is his stats. He only got a 67 3-pointer, 85. Like, he has good defense, overall speed. You just wish was higher, so I can't go higher than that. I want to go B tier because I do like the card a lot. I do like him. I think he's actually a solid card, but that free CD pointer being only a 67 to 80 speed, his 87 and 10. I'm going B tier. I'm going B tier. I like his card. I don't care. I'm going B tier for him. You have him. He ain't bad. He's a good Amethyst card. You just got to get that shot down with a 67 free pointer. That's a bit on the lower end, but it's all good. Danny Ferry, absolute garbage. No reason to rank him. Dominique Wilkins, probably go B tier. He has an alright jump shot. Nothing amazing. Nothing immaculate. Just you know, he Dominique. He'll do his couple things. Sapphire Peja, I'm going. I have to go like. I mean, I'm going C tier for Peja. Peja has a great release. You know, still the Sapphire comes with good shooting badges. He needs some defensive badges, but as a shooter, if you need a guy that can be a consistent jump shooter, he's gonna be solid, and I would trust Peja shooting over Wit. I don't like a 67 free pointer. That's just is bugging me. Like 67 free ball is not ideal. I'm just being honest. It's not ideal to me, and I just do not like it one bit. So next we got Purpose Short, which I have Purpose Short. I'll rank A tier for Purpose Short. Purpose Short decent. I'm not gonna lie. If I put Jack Martin, I gotta put Jervis Short in there, so I'm putting him A tier. I like Purpose Short. Purpose Short decent. Alright jumper. You wish it was better, but he does the job done. Good card. Harrison Barnes up next. I'm probably going B tier. Harrison Barnes is a solid small forward shooting guard. He has a good jumper, but he lacks defensive badges. He doesn't have the badge. You're going to have to badge him up. He easily can go A tier once he's badged up, but the price in them badges go for a lot, so that's what's holding him back from A tier. But overall, next we got Justin Winslow. Probably go B tier for Justin Winslow. It's like Justin Winslow's good, but I have to try in some cards. It's personally some Ruby cards I even like more than Justin Winslow. So I gotta go B tier for Justin Winslow overall. I think he's a high B tier, like overall, a really high B tier, really solid card, but I just think there's some better options than him personally. Chris Mullin up next. I'm going to have to go S tier for Chris Mullin just because Chris Mullin's elite. We'll probably make a top 3 at the end of the list, but Chris Mullin gets like top 3 is crazy for Chris. I mean, not top 3. S tier is crazy for Chris. Chris Mullin's fire. I like Chris Mullin. So I'm ranking him S tier. I don't care. Screw it. I'm keeping him S tier for Chris Mullin. Solid card. He is staying in S tier, baby. Okay, next we got Scottie Pippen, another S tier. Scottie Pippen defense is elite. I probably would rank Scottie. We're not going to care about order, but Scottie Pippen, absolutely elite. No matter if he's shooting guard, small forward. I wish his movement was key better. I still think his movement's a bit overrated. I would take Paul George over him, but that's a whole nother story for another day. Frick up next. I think he's that's not Frick. That is Tom Chambers. F. I don't think Tom Chambers is that good. He always lacks badges. He's not really anything that good. I'm not saying it with Tom Chambers overall. Really using him, I feel like he's alright. Charlie Van Away had a good release, but no badges. I have to put him in. He is 6'10" small forward, which is decent for a gold card. But then he has no badges, and like, bruh, that hurts the card a lot. Even as an offline, you want some, like, give me a shooting badge at least, something. I need some badge out of you. I don't think that's crazy to ask for. Next up, we're going to Ruby. James Posey. James Posey's A tier. That James Posey's really elite. If you use that Ruby James Posey, you're going to get into a special card. He is really, really good in my team. Absolutely elite. Dallo up next. I tried him out. I'm looking at my notes to remind me about how I felt about him. But I felt like his release wasn't that great. Like, you have to hold that release too long, and he doesn't come with enough defensive badges, so I'm just going with D tier. I just don't think he's a good, solid Sapphire. I think he doesn't run. Absolute garbage. Not garbage. Not good. Terry, he lacks three-pointer on this card, so I can't go higher than D tier. I mean, I see him in Tidy Bill's video. Has a good jump shot, but before he's Sapphire card, I feel like he's going to lack, so I can't go higher than that, but I gotta go D tier. Now I'm going to rank this Amethyst up next if I can find him, because I really like this. I really like this Amethyst. Which is Ruby card. Clarence Weatherspoon. I like this card a lot. Like, I think he's elite. Like, call me crazy. I think he's elite. He comes, I'm looking in the background, he comes with on-ball menace. He comes with good badges. He has a great fire. Actually, does he come on-ball menace? Okay, he might not come on-ball menace. Maybe I'm guessing it. Maybe guessing. He comes with post-move lockdown. He comes with 10 golds. He has a 78 three-pointer. Has good perimeter. Has good 84 speed. He's a really solid card. Overall, he just needs on-ball menace. And you got a solid card. His release is fire. I tried his release. Really did like him. He had a good player model too. I really like the card. Like, he was actually really good. Maybe I'm gassing it. But trust me, if you get that card, Clarence Weatherspoon, you are gonna like him. Like, he's a solid Ruby card in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. TJ Warren up next. Probably go C tier for TJ Warren. Alright. You know, TJ Lawrence is just an alright. Just not. He used to be better. I didn't like him back in the day that much either, but it is what it is with him. It is what it is with him. But next we got Reggie Williams. This card absolutely sucks. Do not buy this card at any cost necessary. That card was terrible. I used that Reggie Williams. He has like a slow jumper that takes 20 years to get off. That man absolutely stinks. Absolutely sucks. Doesn't play. Same with Michael Finley. I probably go D tier just because he has a good release. But not good release. He has a good defense. But Michael Beasley is garbage. Like, absolutely garbage. Like, I'm going to check, make sure that he comes with the defense badge. I mean, he comes with defense. No, he doesn't even come with defense badges. Never mind. I'm only 7 badges. Yeah, he's an F tier. Card absolutely sucks. I'd rather run some Emerald cards. The card sucks. Release isn't good. He has shooting badges and his jumper slow. So like what I'm supposed to do with that card? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to do with that card personally, and I just don't like him as a card overall. But next we got, I didn't get to try Bailey House, so I'm not gonna rank him. Fred Henzel, he's alright, B tier. I don't think he's nothing that crazy. I didn't use the duo together, but as a card by himself, he's a B tier small forward. He's ranked at power forward, but like I said, I forgot to say, is certain players, obviously, like he's never gonna be ran at power forward, so it makes sense he's in a small forward tier list. Next up in the list, we got Richard Jefferson. Look, Richard Jefferson has a good release, but he doesn't come with defensive badges, so you're gonna have to badge him up. Like, they actually gave him a nice jump shot. I'd probably go C tier for him. Overall, good jumper. I just don't think it's enough in my team. And yeah, I just don't see it. So, yeah, I just don't see it. Tracy Murphy actually was really good. I tried this card out. I like this card a lot. Tracy Murphy, probably go B tier for him. But he actually, let me review my notes, because like I said, I went through so many cards. He has Kobe 6. He has, like, if he had Kobe crossover, he had a nice, he had Curry upper on his shooting. The only issue with him is why he's not higher is his lack of badges. Because he doesn't really come with that many badges. Like, he has shooting badges, and since there's not that many shooting badges in the game, he's not going to come with that many, you know, that many badges, which holds him back a little bit. But for a Ruby card, he's decent for a Ruby card. I'm just looking casually and looking in the back to make sure I don't forget badges. But yeah, he's missing a lot. He has the shooting badges, but defensive badges are not there. And that's a big problem. That is a big issue for the card. But, I mean, for a Ruby card, he's easily B tier. Next, we got Bruce Bowen. I'm ranking Bruce Bowen in B tier as well. Great, solid defender. Overall elite. I'd rather have Bruce Bowen on the court than Sidney Wicks. I don't freaking care. I'm taking Bruce Bowen over Sidney Wicks any day of the week. I just do not care. Next up, we got on the list, like, we got Gerald Grant Hill. Grant Hill, I'm ranking him. Where's Grant Hill on the list? I just don't like Grant Hill that much. I put him in A. I just don't like Grant Hill that much. Like, he has an overall mid release. He can slash at the paint. But I just don't. But next on the tier list, we got Jermichael Moon. We're gonna rank him as, I rank him in D tier. Like, his movement is just so slow. Like, he comes with a few defensive, like, not really that many badges. He's 6'8". but he doesn't really come with much. Alright for offline, but that's about it. Next, we got Desmond Mason. I put him in B tier. I didn't really like Desmond Mason. People told me, like, oh my god, Carlo, this guy can move really good, do all this. I don't see it with him. I thought he was just an alright car. Honestly, I might move him down to C tier. I don't think Desmond Mason's really that good. I'd rather have Justin Winslow over him. I'd rather have Dominique Wilkins over him. I just did not care that much about Desmond Mason whatsoever. Eddie Osman, I like him, D tier. I rank him D tier. Great offline car, has a great release. I would love to see a higher rated Eddie Osman because he will be really good in my team in the future. Dennis Scott, not really good. Not really, you know, not really, no, he just wasn't. Like, he had an alright jumper, but that's about it. Nothing else about the car. Antoine Jameson has Brooke Lopez, absolutely garbage. Pat Grandy had a good release, actually. If you want to know a good offline card as well, like this car has an 89 3-pointer. He comes with good stats, and he's like a good size for an Emerald card. So I actually fairly like this Emerald card. Maybe I'm ranking him a little too low because he's an Emerald card, but he actually was a good for an Emerald card. I actually liked him. Good, solid card for what he's for. Decent. Next up, we got Darius Miles. He's also going low. I think they fixed this release, D tier. I think they fixed it a little. I can't remember on the top of my head. But next up, we got Frank. What is his name? I can't even see his name. This guy sucked. I tried this card out. This guy was mid. Did not like his card one bit. It felt like his release wasn't good either. He didn't really offer much. No reason to use the card, really. Really disappointing card overall. Thought he was very mid. Tyler Clemben. Alright, I put him in D tier. He's not that very good either. He was pretty average. Trying him out. Bo Outlaw's interesting. Because I like the fact he comes with a lot of defensive badges, right? I like that. But I'm putting him only in C tiers because his release. His release is not good, okay? I tried him out. I did not like the jumper one bit. I think he's a solid overall card, but that release is holding him back. It's like, bro, he's a release away from being a A12 because he comes so badged up really well, but that jump shot it's just not it. It's just not even it. I'm just sorry. That jumper, make sure if you wonder, I'm just looking at my notes a little, make sure I don't forget anything. But yeah, he was mid. Overall mid. Glenn Rice up next. I'm putting him in A tier. Glenn Rice is decent. Great release. I can't go higher than A tier, but great jump shot. Really good card. I like him. Jay Crowder up next. Jay Crowder is elite. I might be gassing it. Is he A tier? I mean, Jay Crowder for a Ruby card is amazing. He comes with a lot of defensive badges. I like his Gem of the Game card. I can get behind this card. As a budget card, I can get behind him. If you can find him for a good price tag, he has a good enough release. He has Challenger on goal, Pick Dodge, Interceptor, Immovable, On Ball Menace. He already comes badged up really good with shooting badges. He's an elite small forward. If you have this card, I like Jay Crowder in my team. And yeah, Melo, I'm putting him in F tier. I like him on old gen, but Melo's mid on next gen. He's still not as crazy, and he has no defense badges. Will never play online. LeBron James in his own tier. Like, he's not even gonna pop up. Like, he's in his own tier because he's just the GOAT tier, and LeBron is just the GOAT. Like, it's just simple as that. LeBron James, GOAT tier status. Nobody is near him. It's LeBron's world, and everyone else is living in it because he is just so stupidly overpowered. It is kind of crazy. Ruben Patterson up next. I actually like this card. Release is actually really good. Make sure, like, I'm putting him another 8. There's a couple Ruby cards that can run. Don't get it. Wait, was I not showing the screen the entire time? What in the world? Wait. Okay, I was showing it. It was just acting weird. Okay, I was confused for a second, but no. But I was confused. I thought it wasn't. But I'm putting Jay Crowder in A tier. I like his card. Overall, really solid. But next, we got Latrell Sprewell. Probably B tier. I'm not that big on Latrell Sprewell. I think he's a B plus, but I would take Mart. I'll take Ruben Patterson. Better release. I'm taking Jay Crowder. I just not that high on Sprewell. I'm just sorry. I'm not that very high on Sprewell. Don't think he's all that great. Doesn't come with defensive back. Like he's just not my type of card, really. I'm sorry. Just not it. ML Carr. I don't like ML Carr. I liked him on old gen, which people gonna dislike. I put him in C tier. I did not like ML Carr. I can't get behind this car. I'm sorry. Like, I felt like he was so inconsistent. I couldn't shoot with him. It's just, I know his shot looks money. It's just on green. I'm sorry. ML Carr was mid to me. I felt he was mid-Carr. So, yeah, I can't go higher than that. My apologies if you have a higher. I'm sorry. I just can't get behind it. I'm sorry. Mike Dunleavy up next. I'm ranking this card in C. I'm ranking this card. I can't rank him in. I'm ranking him in C tier because he has Devin Booker release. Probably high D tier, probably. Just because he lacks defensive badges. But I overall like that card as a challenge card. He has Devin Booker jumper. He's a solid gem of the game card. Especially as an offline. Even online, he just needs some more defensive badges. I like that Dunleavy a lot. I think he can be a really good card. So, yeah, I liked his card overall. But next up on the tier list, I'm trying to find one guy I ranked. I really like this Sapphire that I used, and I can't find it. Oh, George Lynch. This card is so good. Like, he is. I'm probably going to have to go B tier. But I honestly think he's debatably. Can he play small for? I mean, he's small for, obviously, just small for tier list. That card is so good. Like, I'm gassing some cards up. Like, I almost want to say he's an A tier. Because he is so good as a dang Sapphire. I wish I can pull up his badges in the background. I just cannot find him. But, oh my god, I really like that George Lynch card. Like, trying him out. I'm trying to look at my notes because that card was one of my favorite cards that I literally tried out on my tier list that I actually really liked. So, George Lynch. Where did I put Lynch? Oh, George Lynch, one of the best jumpers, and he comes with badges. I just can't find the background where his badges are, because George Lynch was so good. One of my favorite Sapphires I use, and he has the best jumper out of everybody that I tried out. That's how much I really like that card. So if you need a Sapphire, George freaking Lynch, I'm gassing him up, and I think he's a terrific card, and I can't find him. I can't even find him. But if you see him and you need a card, buy him. He is so good. So good. And I'm just gassing him up a little bit. Gassing him, but y'all gonna be like, I'm gassing it, but I can't find him on the auction house. I'll try to look for him later, but George Lynch, absolutely amazing. That's all I get. I have high praise for that card. Amazing Sapphire card. Ryan Corey, Grayson Allen at D tier. He lacks any badges. He's actually quite good. He actually has a good release. He has Pro 2 leaner, which was interesting. He has good movement. It's just he has no badges. That's the thing that's holding him back. That's the only thing that holds him back is the badges. Is the badge department. But other than that, he's a solid. Grayson Allen is solid for the most part. But next up on the tier list, we got Paul Pierce. I'm probably going C tier for Paul Pierce. Overall, mid, just the best way to explain. He's not going to be terrible. He's just going to be the absolute mid of the crop pot. Just mid. John True, I couldn't try him out, so my apologies. I can't rank him because I could not try him out. Jordan Newman sucked. Absolutely stink. His release was garbage. Absolutely was terrible. Do not use Jordan Newman. You will feel disappointed inside because that card absolutely stinks. Sharif, I'm going A tier. Sharif Loki going S tier. Like, this card for what he is like, I can't put him in the same tier as the Pink Diamonds because they're on another level. But he's an S tier Ruby card for what he can do, honestly. Is so good. So I really do like that Sharif card. I think he's an A tier quality card. So I'm ranking him in at A tier. Next up is Jeremy Grant, another one. Jeremy Grant is another A tier card. He's really good. Okay, I think, like, I'm trying to remember on top of my head. But no, it wasn't him. He is decent. His release is now fixed, and he has a great release. He comes with defensive badges. He is a really, really, really good Ruby card. Another gem in the pot. He's really good, and he can move somewhat. He was really, really solid when I tried him out. Like, I really, really like Jeremy Grant. I'm sorry, I can't, like I say, hard to find these cards in the auction house because they randomly be up. But I wish I could find him because he's so good. Another one, OG Anobi. He's not as bad as the other ones, so I'm probably going B tier. But OG's release is actually good on actually is actually still solid. It's better on Olgin if you play Olgin, but so I can't go over that. But 87 overall OG, he is decent. He's really good. He's a really good card, gem of the game card. Next up on the tier list, we got, who else do we got? Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock is a fire release. Another one with a really good release. I would probably go B tier for him. He just needs defensive badges, really. But other than that, he gets the job done. As a Sapphire, he's a really good Sapphire. You see him up randomly for cheap, go buy him. Really, really solid card. DeRozan has a 52 3-pointer. Does not play in my team. I'm sorry, doesn't play. Do not run DeRozan, or you will be disappointed. Wesley Matthews up next. Another guy with another good release. B tier for Wesley Matthews. I like this Wesley Matthews card a lot. Just give him, like I said, got on ball. The only thing is Justin Winslow, they come with it. But like I said, if you give Wesley Matthews, he'll be so good. He will be so good. So I'm ranking it in at B tier. Next up, Sean Marion. Look, Sean Marion's missing so many badges. Like, he don't have on-ball minutes on rip. I like the fact, I like Sean Marion in 2K. I'm gonna have to go D tier just because he's badged poorly. But overall, if Sean Marion had some badges, he'll be fired because Sean Marion's release is really, really good. It's just his other stuff is gonna be lacking a lot. Johnny Newman, we just went over him. If his Sapphire is garbage, they both garbage. They both trash. They are both trash. Sapphire Ron Artest, actually, I've been seeing this card around. Probably go B tier for Ron Artest, just because he lacks some defensive badge, but he has a great release. He's a solid for a Sapphire card, so I can get behind why people like him. So he's a decent for a Sapphire card, really solid card. I like him. So Brandon Ingram up next. He actually has a fixed jumper this year, which I do like. I'm probably going C tier for Brandon Ingram. Overall, though, I wish his leaner was better. That's the only issue I have with him, is his leaner is kind of cooked. Leaner is kind of cooked on Brandon Ingram, not gonna lie. Like, it is cooked. Like, it is beyond cooked. Now, another guy I like is, let's see if we can find him real quick on this tier list. I might not be able to Sapphire. He's another good Sapphire. We might have to be ranking him. Wilson Chandler. This card was so good too. Like, another underrated card that comes with a lot of badges. Like, I felt like he is one of the best. Like, I'm gonna have to go A tier in terms of Sapphires. Like, I think he's the best. I think he's one of the best Sapphires. Him and George Lynch probably are both of the best Sapphires in the game. Like, they're both so good. He has basic dribble stuff, but he does everything. He comes defensively. He comes with offense. He has a great jumper, great defense. He's an overall beast of a Sapphire. So just know, I like the card a lot. Another card, I'd rather have him over Jack Martin. Just simple as that. And honestly, Jack Lynch should probably be higher. I really like George Lynch. Really do. Like I said, we like them. Scott Mays, I can't rank him because I didn't get to use him, but I heard that Scott Mays is really good. I cannot confirm that. I cannot condone that. But I heard from outside sources he's really good. I just cannot confirm that. Markieff Morris, tried him out. His jumper was alright, but he was nothing. I wouldn't use him offline. I think there's better options like Luol Deng. I think he's a better option than Markieff Morris, but it is what it is. This Scott Padgett actually had a great release. Had a great jump shot. He just lacks. He just doesn't have enough badges. But he's actually great for a gold card offline. Jermone Kersey absolutely sucks. Doesn't play. That release is unusable. Just don't use that jump shot. It is cooked. I'm sorry. That jumper absolutely stinks. And next we got Jeremy Shohan. Jeremy Shohan's release isn't all that. probably will go like he doesn't come well defensively. D tier. Doesn't come well defensively. He has some things going for him, but lacks defensive badges. Doesn't come with them. I just have to rank him D tier. Gotta go D tier. Next we got Jason Tatum as a Ruby card. Probably D tier. You know, he's a card you use at the beginning of the year, but you wouldn't use later in the year, so I'm going D tier for him. Cameron Johnson up next. I didn't really like him. His movement wasn't that great. Like, I'm just looking, just did no movement. Yeah, I said no movement on him. I don't think he's really that good of a card. I don't think he's horrible. I think he's a D tier level card, but absolutely not good whatsoever. Next up on the tier list, we got Steven Jackson up next. I don't think Steven Jackson's all that. I can't remember clearly. I don't remember him being that good, so I'm ranking him in at D tier. I don't recall Steven Jackson being that good for me when I had his card. I just don't remember it. Cam Russell, not Cam Russell. That's not Gano. Brother King actually surprised me. Guy has good dunk animations, has a great jump shot. The only thing holding him back, and I'm putting him in C tier, is his, like, I rather have, like, his release over Steady Wits, but the thing lacking is his three-pointer, and I feel like that hurts the card. So I'm going to have to go D tier overall, but I do think Bernard King is a solid for a Ruby card. I do think he's pretty overall. I think he's a solid card. But next up, we got on the list Bale. We couldn't try him out. Chris Mullin, this one can't really move D tier. He's not going to be able to do much of nothing. Rudy Gay for a Sapphire. He's not going to be able to get defensive badges, but I don't know if that's going to... I'm ranking him as C tier just because he can't hold him, but he has a great jump shot, so if you put him in your lineup, you're getting a guy that's going to be banging a lot of shots. You're going to like him, so I'm putting him in at C tier. Next is Calvin Nat. He has a 52 3-pointer, just not playing. I'm sorry. I'm not that nice to cards with low 3-pointers. You have to really have something going for you, and if you don't, you're not running. Antonio Walker up next. He's offline card. Hit his shots offline. Call it a day. That's the best way to describe Anthony Starks. Next, Gerald Walt, PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker has a absolute elite release. He didn't come with on-ball menace. And if he came with on-ball menace, maybe I could be, but he didn't come with on-ball menace, so I can't go any higher than that. But I think C tier is a perfect way to rank him. And Keegan Murray up next. He had a good, alright enough jump shot. I just can't. Just trying to remember everything else I had about the card. Keegan Murray. I forgot to mention about Ruben Patterson earlier as his jumper. I did forget to mention that Ruben Patterson, you have to hold his jumper a little bit longer on the card release, like, you know. But for what he does, I feel like you can make up for it. His other stuff makes up for it. He'll be decent. Just keep that in mind with him if you get Ruben Patterson. I kind of forgot to put that when I was looking at these things. So next up, we got I just forgot what I was. Oh, Keegan Murray. I'd probably go D tier for Keegan Murray. I think Keegan Murray's not even a bad card. He just doesn't come badged up well, and that is important when you're using budget cards, because a lot of y'all can't afford to badge these cards up. So keep that in mind. Roger, he had an alright release. Like, I was greening his jump shot. I was greening it. I don't think he's that crazy of a card though, so I'm going D tier. Alright of a card. Probably go. I'll go D. I'll go D tier for Roger. Roger ain't bad. Alright. Josh Hart, 2 undersized. He's a 6'4" power forward. Small forward. Like, what are we doing? F tier. Just not gonna run on anybody's team at that height. I'm sorry. No one's running a 6'4" small forward. Just facts. Glenn Robinson, I think he has a great release this year, so I'm ranking this card probably in C tier. Just because he's not going to come well defensively, but offensively he's going to be solid. But for a Ruby card, he's going to be decent for a Ruby card. So he's a solid overall Ruby. Rod Higgins was garbage. I tried him out, and his release was absolutely terrible. Doesn't run. Royce O'Neal had an alright jumper, horrible movement, F tier. I just don't think he's that great, really. Gene Banks up next. What did I write about Gene Banks? I don't even recall. But I said not it on my notes, so I'm just gonna go with that. I forgot what I ranked. I went over a lot of cards. when I went over it. When I went over a lot of these, Ronnie Brewer up next. F tier, not gonna play. F tier, Seekley. Trying to see all these cards. Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, I probably would go C tier. Just because it's Wiggins. Wiggins can still hoop. It's just, he's nothing special, really. Nothing special. Jared Wallace up next. Doesn't come with defensive badges, which was really disappointing on this card. I thought he was going to have a lot more defensive badges, and he doesn't come with them, so D tier. Trevor Ariza doesn't come with on-ball minutes either. He has a really great jump shot. I do like his jumper. I probably go C tier for him. I just wish he came. We got interceptor. I just wish he came with on-ball. He came with more defensive badges, but he's all right. Jack Marin, this one's not badge anywhere that good, so I'm probably going D tier. It just, he's not, probably C. Probably C tier for Jack Marin. But Kiki Vanaway, this card's not good. I thought he was going to have some badges. He didn't come with nothing, which is disappointing. Bojan's an F tier. Did not like him at all when using him. Felt like he was stiff, didn't move. Kevin Gamby, I forgot. I don't think I used Kevin Gamby. Kevin Gamble. I don't think I used him. I did use him. I said his jumper was really good. Okay, it's hard for me to remember all of these cards. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to remember a lot of these cards. And I said his jumper was really good in my notes. So that's why it's good to take a lot of these notes so I can give y'all this knowledge about the card, because I'm trying to remember how he was. I'm trying to remember on top of my head what I liked about him, because I did write his jumper was great, so I did use him. I just can't remember. I just can't remember. I went over so many cards. So many cards that I went over. So like Kevin, I can't find it. I can't find this dang thing. But yeah, overall solid. Nick and Ronnie Rogers, we already ranked them. Cammy Russell has a great release. I think we mentioned. I'm not sure if I ranked him. Probably rank him in C because he has a great jump shot for a Ruby card. Glenn Rice, I mean, he's gonna lack D tier. I can't go any higher than that. I just can't go any higher than that. So I'm ranking it like that. I don't know why it's hard for me to rank Kevin Gamble because I don't know where I had him at. Jamal Wilkes, he has a 52 three-pointer. Not playing on any team personally. Marquez Johnson up next, F tier. Absolutely sucks. Not good. And Ron Anderson, don't remember trying him out. Mikael Bridges, he's really not that good on next gen, so D tier. Did not like his card really. And Jamal Mashburn, never good in 2K. He's just never that great. Nate Williams, ML card. Kyron Butler had an elite jump shot. I did like this Kyron Butler. My thing about Kyron Butler is he just doesn't come with enough badges, because he actually was really solid, but only one badge, so I gotta put him in D tier. Just on that alone, one badge is not gonna cut it overall, and that's just not gonna cut it. I'm sorry, that's just not cutting it for a Ruby card. But Joe Johnson, really nothing special. D tier. Oh, Outlaw, Dave, Nat. But we ranked everybody, and this was my ML card. But this is my tier list. I'll put my notes on the screen for y'all that made it through the whole entire video. I'll put the notes on the screen that I left for some of these cards for y'all, because I didn't want to say earlier, because then but you stayed to the end. I wrote a lot of notes. Hopefully it might not be proper English, but this was all the notes that oh my god, okay, for some reason not let me move it. For some reason, I don't know why I can't move it. But yeah, this was all of my notes. You can screenshot for all these Ruby cards that I tried out that I liked about them. So I might have forgot some notes when taking it if you didn't hear it, because I might have forgot a couple things. But I wrote a lot of random things. Clamps is obviously on ball menace. I was just basing it off of that. But yeah, this is a tier list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think this tier list was garbage? Let me know in the comments section, because we rated a whole lot of players, and I ranked them pretty fairly, pretty good. And Kevin Gamble, I feel like I remember. I'll put him in C because I feel like he's actually good. I feel like I remember his release. I just forget. But let me know in the comment section if you agree, you disagree. And I'm going to see y'all in the next MyTEAM video. But yeah, give me a